So anyway, where did I leave off last time? Oh yeah, I was held at my last stop for like I don't know, like a day and a half or so, and it forced me to miss my last appointment, and it also forced me to be here in Atlanta, Georgia for the weekend. I woke up kind of scared because I ended up staying at that last stop for the night. I begged the security guard to let me stay where I was because, well, number one, I was out of hours. Number two, I was in Atlanta, and at that time, which I believe it was like midnight or maybe like 1 in the morning, there's nowhere to park. I don't care where I was supposed to go. So not only would I have been driving in violation to find a safe haven, but I would have had nowhere to go. I think the closest place was this terminal. And, well, I made it here the next day. But what scared me was when I woke up in the morning, I wasn't really sure if the gates were locked. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be here all weekend. But no, that wasn't the case. Thank God. I made it out. So anyway, I'm about to do the rest of my laundry and get a shave in and a shower, and you know the drill when you get to a terminal, folks. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the sunset in front of me. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at that back there. My God. Man. Where was this weather, last week? Anyway, so, not to bash night, because I don't want to bash night. I like working for night. Some weeks are better than others. Unfortunately, every day isn't going to be perfect. So this is not bashing night, but I will say this. I did get to work for another company. Most people do. The majority, I would say, wouldn't stick with just one particular company. And the company I started with, man, I was I was spoiled. Because I can't say all their terminals were great, because I was only at one terminal, and I was at the terminal in Missouri, in Springfield, Missouri, for Prime Inc. And I mean, come on, man. Nothing I've seen to date has touched the Millennium, or just that entire facility, period. So I'm a bit of a spoiled brat. I'm not gonna lie to you. If anybody that's been to the Millennium and they're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm here. This terminal's a lot nicer than Carlisle. I'll say that for sure. And this terminal looks like they're building a wash bay, which is one of the first things I noticed about this place. So watch, check this out. Looks like they're building it. I mean, it's not done, but it's in construction, or it's in the works, or maybe it is done, and I just don't know. But check this out. Now it's definitely being built. That's pretty cool. It's nice to see that, because yeah, we don't get to wash our trucks often. I mean, we do. I haven't done it yet, but I know you only get like a $40 allowance here to wash your truck. I think it's $40 a month, and we all know those truck washes are they're kind of expensive to pay out of pocket, and I think they do reimburse you as a company. But again, I haven't tried it, so I don't know. But this facility's nice. It's really nice. I'll give you a little tour. You want to see it? Let's go. You know what? After looking inside, forget a tour. Forget the tour. I'm sorry. I just didn't want to embarrass the company, because it was pretty messy today. Not gonna lie to you. So sorry if I didn't give you the tour, but yeah. Well, that is what it is. So So I had a request from a subscriber. He wanted to find out how the GPS works on our Zonar system, and I figured I'd show you how it works. I mean, it's pretty basic. It's just I guess it's an application that they put on for Rand McNally. I don't like it, I'll be honest with you. I don't prefer to use it, but if it's there and I need it, I'll turn it on. You know, if you watched my last video, you know, I did mention that I had to pull over and turn that on and see if that would pick up where I was. But, you know, sometimes I'll run both of them just to see what they'll do. I'm not the greatest at using the navigation. I decided when that happened, I mean, I did have an Atlas, but now the Atlas is my best friend. I mean, like, I'm never leaving for another trip without it, without looking at it. It's definitely my best friend. I mean, I sleep with it like a teddy bear at night. It's definitely a crucial part of this industry, and I had to learn that the hard way. So, but I don't prefer to use the Rand McNally on the Zonar. I did buy the newest Garmin diesel that's out right now. It's pretty cool. I like it. It works with the ELD. It tells you when you should be taking a break. It tells you how long you've been running, your hours of service, all that stuff on it. What's cool too is if you link it with the Garmin diesel I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Rand McNally. But if you link the diesel with your Bluetooth on your phone, it's kind of cool because, you know, I don't like to use my phone, period, when I'm driving. Like, I have a hands-free set that I wear around my neck to take calls if I have to, but I don't answer my phone for nothing except, you know, my girl or you know, family. I don't even look at it. I don't, because I'm just not risking that. I'm just not doing it. But my Garmin diesel, I really like a lot. I guess I'll fire that up and show you what that looks like too. But yeah, take a look at the Rand McNally. Here we go. Okay, so this is our Zonar system. They call it the Zonar system. It took me a little bit to adjust to this when I was training because coming from Prime Inc., we use the Qualcomm there. So this is a little different. So this is how the screen looks. And as you can see, my off-duty clock, I definitely got a 34-hour reset plus because, again, I didn't make it to my last place. And, yeah, this is where I get my messages. It does say 42 unread messages, but I also have the night application on my phone. That's where I read all my messages when I do pull over. I mean, you can't read it anyway. It won't allow you to even mess with this other than the navigation while you're driving. So, okay, so for the subscriber that asked what the navigation looks like on the Zonar system, here it is. So, by the way, this entire system is based off of an Android. It's like an Android tablet. Like, supposedly, I've never tried it because, I mean, I have an Android. I have a Galaxy Note 8. And I mean, I don't need to take this and use it as a tablet. I think it's just, I mean, I get where the idea was coming from. It's cool and all, but I've had issues with this too, like messages not going through and yada, yada, yada. Supposedly you can use this for internet service as well. So I get where that comes from. You know, you could be in a spot, not have much cell phone service, and, you know, if you wanted to watch YouTube videos, you could do that. But okay, so let's get started with the Rand McNally. So you just pop that bad boy, you pop it on, and yeah, so, you know, you search just like you would anywhere. You know, you have travel centers, truck services, parking area. I don't know why that always pops up, but it just does pop up. Parking and rest areas, weight, border, Catskills, address books. You know, like for example, my first place I was going to, my first drop was right here. So if I hit that, ask it to navigate, it'll calculate the route. There's 2 alternative routes. You know, I don't know if you could program this some way to follow the directions on the route solution that they give you. If you can do that, that'd be great. If somebody knows how to do that, please respond to this and show me how to get that done. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so look, I can choose the fastest route. You know, it's saying it's 32 miles from here. Start navigation. The one thing I don't like about this is that it stays just like this. You know, so it'll say, oh, 390 feet, take this turn, but it doesn't show your truck moving through this route, which kind of annoys me, which is why I purchased the Garmin Diesel, because I can actually see my truck moving up and down wherever it's supposed to go. I mean, it's not a big deal, but maybe it's just the way this is set up for me. But yeah, for the subscriber that asked how this works, I mean, it's pretty simple. And also, you know, for the things like going back, let's just say, cancel this route. You know, let's just say this, all these here, travel centers, truck service, parking area, weight and border, Catskill, all that stuff, you can find that stuff on an application that most truckers should be using, which is the Trucker Path. And that's a really good one to use as well. So yeah, man, I just wanted to get that out to you, man, and there you go. Real quick, Deshaun, this is why I prefer my my little Garmin Diesel here. So I have all my settings in and select, you know, I'm just, you know, I could say voice commands to this thing, which is pretty cool. But here, let's just do this, like where to. I'll show you why I like this better. It's just a preference. You know, I'm not saying to live or die by this. Everybody has their little thing that they like. So I'm going to go to recent, just a recent search that I had done. You know, for example, where I am now, that's my location. But this is where I got to go next. So let's just see. I'm going to put it out there for you, boss. This is why I like this, because, you know, you got this little truck, whatever. It's kind of cool because my truck is red, but I love this because, you know, here's where it's telling me to go. I mean, I don't have to use that. I can X that out. It's pretty seamless, man. This works flawlessly. Like, it's very, you know, it's very responsive. I love it. So anyway, yeah, you know, the little truck rolls with you and tells you where you need to be, versus the Rand McNally on the Zonar. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So just to show you real quick what that looks like and what I was talking about. So anyway, Deshaun Taylor, to answer your question, or to respond to asking if I can make a quick little video about the Rand McNally on the Zonar system. That's how that little GPS works. A lot of people still use it. They live by it. You know, not everybody has the money to shell out like 300 bones. Like this cost me 300 bucks. I mean, it's basic. I don't need a huge tablet or like a 42-inch screen freaking navigation to get me somewhere. This does the job perfect. It's not in the way, and I like it. So, and another flaw that I hate about the Zonar system, and if night transportation is watching, like, I can't stand that I'm taking my eyes from here to here. Although I know you can listen to it, but if for whatever reason you need to take your eyes off on the road just to see where it wants you to turn, or for whatever reason, I think this motion is just annoying. Where it's located, yeah, you can adjust it, but you can only adjust it so much. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of it. So there you go, man. I hope you get the answers you needed out of that, boss. So yeah, let me tell you something. Nothing like being parked in front of something like this. That's pretty serious, folks. Oh, I hope this driver made it out alive. And I hope anybody around him made it out alive too. Man, that is grim. Crap. Nothing like being parked in front of that. But on a bright note, man, look at that sunset. You know, hold on. I gotta stop for a picture. I really do. I'll be right back. Bye. So I was trying to figure out where the inspection lane is. And I think my DM's gonna be even more mad at me because I didn't say in the last video, but there was a couple tires. I reported it on my pre-trip. I didn't like the way they looked. And I ended up getting a call yesterday from safety out of Phoenix, and they said to have someone look at the trailer in the morning on Monday. Unfortunately, maintenance isn't open on the weekends for night, so I have to wait till Monday, which is tomorrow, and I have to deliver those tiny little slabs of metal to AM Castle in the morning in Kennesaw, Georgia. But I will not do that because safety called and said, you know what, better safe than sorry. Have them look at it in the morning. It'll cost us more money if you get out there and something happens. Not to mention, on top of that, so you guys saw the last video, you saw that I got stuck in a ditch. I also, just as a precaution, I want to have them look and see if anything could possibly be wrong. I did get out on the highway at higher speeds, not like speeding because I don't speed, but when I got up there into the 50s, I don't know, that right side steer tire didn't feel right, or it could just be in my head for all I know, but I'm gonna have them look at it. So yeah, my DM's gonna hate that. I already sent them a message, said, hey, maybe you can get me in a loaner, but that's after they look at these trailer tires. You probably won't be able to see it now, but I'll show you the ones that I feel like are a little suspect. They just look old. Yeah, it's dark back here, but those two right there are the culprits. I do not like the way they look. Maybe I'll get a picture for you early in the morning. Yeah, there's no way you're gonna see that. But I don't like the way they look. I just don't like it. There's gouges, nah, man, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Oh, by the way, that's the little stop I gotta make tomorrow. And yeah. So yeah, he'll probably definitely not be happy with me. But yeah. So alright, I'm gonna get back to watching some more Shameless. Or maybe I'll clean, I don't know. I have no idea.